Oh, we have a breaking story for you today that goes right to the heart of that old cliche we've all heard 100 times. Ain't it weird when we hurt the ones we love the most? And good old Orange Julius orangutan, brain dead Donnie Trump just can't seem to help himself when it comes to actually railing on those he needs. And I'm going to show you that story in just a couple of seconds. But just to go to that point, there is no shock that over the course of time, this gross, negative, codependent, bad relationship he has with his people is going to cause money to dry up, even when you love the uneducated, call Kamala Harris names, and best of all, actually say out loud that he doesn't care about you. That's why Trump going ballistic in this breaking story I'm going to show you in a few moments is just not a shock. But let's remind ourselves some of the amazing crap that he manages to create and or says.
The Trump fundraising anemia is an issue. And I also hear, now I haven't been to any Trump rallies or anything, but I hear reporters who cover Trump say that his rallies have fewer people attending, they are less enthusiastic at the event itself. A lot of them walk out halfway through his speech. I think what we're witnessing perhaps is a drying up of enthusiasm for Trump. The act is wearing thin.
We won with highly educated. We won with poorly educated. I love the poorly educated.
Became mentally impaired. Kamala was born that way. And if you think about it, only a mentally disabled person could have allowed this to happen to our country. Anybody would know this.
You know, they were so worried. Everybody was so worried yesterday about you. And they never mentioned me. I'm up here sweating like a dog. Secret Service said we have to make sure everyone's safe. They don't think about me. I'm working my ass off. I'm working hard. This is hard work because I don't want anybody going on me. We need every voter. I don't care about you. I just want your vote. I don't care. See, now the press will take that and they'll say he said a horrible thing.
Can you grapple with that for a second? This is a man who literally is essentially almost tied to win the presidency of the United States for a second time after nearly doubling the national debt the first time. And he actually says out loud, I don't care about you. So in our breaking story, this is what he did in private, mind you, to his own people giving him money. Good old ballistic Donnie going nuts on billionaires.
Trump raged at billionaire donors at penthouse dinner and hurled slur at Harris. The ex-president also called Vice President Kamala Harris retarded, which the Special Olympics has described as a form of hate speech, the New York Times reported Saturday. Trump, frustrated about consistently losing the money race to Harris, tore through a bitter list of grievances with the donors. He said former president complained about Jewish Americans still preferring Harris by arguing they needed to have their heads examined for voting for the Democratic ticket, according to the Times. The rant, described by 7 people with knowledge of the meal who spoke on the condition of anonymity to discuss private conversations, underscored a reality 3 weeks before Election Day, Mr. Trump's often cantankerous mood in the final stretch. And one of the reasons for his frustration is money. He's trailing his Democratic rival in the race for cash and has had to hustle to keep raising it. Since she became the last-minute Democratic presidential nominee, Harris has outraised Trump's in July, August, and September, and has been consistently shattering campaign finance records. In just her short time as a presidential candidate, Harris raised more than $1 billion, which is more than Trump has raised the entire year. Dinner guests included hedge fund billionaire Paul Singer, who has been a reliable donor to Republican campaigns and pro-Israel causes, along with Chicago Cubs owner Joe Ricketts and his son Todd.
There you go, folks. I mean, I'm actually an empathetic person, but I can't find any for this clown because he's such an absolute train wreck to his own people. And what I just cannot manage to process is it is a degree of addiction that people know is unhealthy for them, but they're doing it anyway. Well, let's make sure you find all the people in your life that are On the fence still, amazingly, and just remind them, can't have that in the White House, and listen to Obama. Don't boo, vote.